I'm the king of Plainfield, man. I'm king of Jersey, man. You know what I mean? That's who I am. You know what I mean? I'm a good kid from a wild city. You know what I mean? Like I'm really just a good I'm really just a good person, like through and through. You know what I mean? I feel like I feel like I just want people to recognize like the God in themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like in the power that they hold, you know what I mean? Because the climate that we live in right now, you know, with the internet cap, you know, with everything like people are really lost right now. You know what I mean? And like people don't really know exactly like who they are. You know what I mean? And you know, I feel as though I come from an era, you know what I mean? I feel like I just, you know, just came from an era like I'm born in the '90s. I'm born '91, so I feel like I just saw like the last of like real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like where, you know, people were, you know, still talking to their family members and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They still pull up on their family members. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't all this, you know what I mean, on Facebook and you know what I mean, like that's all they see type shit. That's the only time they see you was, you know, digitally, you know what I mean? Like so I'm really like connected to, you know, connection, like real connection. And I feel like that's what I represent, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I call myself Yeti because I feel like it's a rare sight, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I am a rare sight. I'm a rare being in this world today. I look at music, um, I look at music like life, and you know, literally like music is art to me. You know what I mean? I feel like music is very timeless. Like it's always been timeless. Um, and it's proof because that's the reason why we, you know, listen to songs from the 50s or you know what I mean, songs are sampled from the 50s and 60s and 70s and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like so I feel like music is art and I feel like that art is timeless. And I feel like music is real inspiring. And that's what I want to do with my art form. Like I want to inspire. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to inspire the youth more than anybody. I want to you know, let them know that it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Like because it's real far fetched when you haven't seen anybody be successful growing up and coming from Plainfield like it wasn't really much success. You know what I'm saying? It was really just you know niggas selling drugs, niggas doing this. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But it's not really you don't really see any pillars of success. You know what I mean? Like anything that you feel tangible, feel like something that you have a real connection to, like somebody who is successful that you got a real connection to. So, what I choose to do, or what I'm looking to do, is to be that light. You know, to be that light in the world, to be that light in my city, if nowhere else. You know what I mean? Of just the possibility of, yeah, you can do this shit. You know what I mean? Because that shit means so much. You know what I mean? Especially for a young kid being able to be like, damn, like, look at me, like, damn, look at Yeti, yo, he made it, he from Plainfield, like, it's a mental like fuck, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I could really do this shit, and that's what I want to do. I'm basically want to change the mind state because we've been fucked, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been looking up to the wrong motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, for a long time, and I feel like that mask is falling down, like. I feel like kids want to be a little bit more productive. Kids want to be a little bit more, you know, successful more than anything. You know what I mean? They don't want to work for nobody. And it's like they want to get it on their own. They want to be entrepreneurs. They want to be artists. They want to be whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, me, I take my art form to be that light, to be that inspiration.
When you talked about music, you said you see music as art. And my question to you is, what is art to you?
Art is a form of expression, and that expression can be expressed through any outlet. Um, Whether it be music, whether it be drawing, whether it be dance, whatever, you know what I'm saying? However you express yourself, that's your art form. And me personally, the way I express myself is through music. You know, my latest art piece, See You Later, and that's just an expression of like a level up, honestly. Like, I feel like See You Later was like a farewell, and it was like the level up from, you know, mentally, more or less, you know what I'm saying? Like where how I looked at things, how I viewed the world and stuff like that. And See You Later is the farewell from that mentality. So that's my latest art piece, and that was my expression on how I felt, you know what I'm saying? So I pretty much just wanted to give the listener my point of view, you know what I mean? I feel like that's what great artists do. They kind of bring you into their world, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring the listener into my world.
With being an artist, there's always a struggle with the real world, well, just the world and being a creative in it. There's always a struggle. So where's the balance for you?
The balance for me, man, is handling business, man, in ignorant ways, man. Like literally, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, my ignorant pleasures, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's kind of where I find my freedom, in that balance, you know what I'm saying, of handling my business, you know what I mean, doing the things that I'm, you know, obligated to do, you know what I'm saying, like taking care of my family, which is, you know, first and foremost, and you know, my ignorant pleasures, you know what I'm saying, like being able to hang out with my friends, you know what I mean, do, you know, the hood rat things, you know what I mean, do ratchet shit, you know what I'm saying, every now and then. That's where I find my balance at, personally, you know what I mean. You know, because I'm the type of person, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, I go take my daughter to school, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, watch my kids, you know what I mean, during the day, and then at night, you know what I'm saying, I'm in the studio, you know, going ham, you know what I'm saying, like doing what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying, like, and I'm a Gemini too, so I think like naturally, like that balance, it's like, I harbor that, you know what I mean, I feel like I harbor that balance like well, I always have, just in life, just naturally, so, yeah.
With See You Later being such a special project, and I know you see music as art, so on the spectrum of art, just what does this album mean to you?
Well, on the spectrum of art, man, I feel like, you know, See You Later is a great art piece, man. I feel like it's real special to me, man. I feel like it's timeless too, and I feel like people don't really know that right now, but I feel like they will, you know what I mean? Because I know where I'm going, and I feel like, you know, when they look back at my discography, you know what I'm saying, like, this is my first album, and you know, a lot of the stuff I talk about on that album, you know what I'm saying, they come to fruition, you know, and it's come to pass, you know what I'm saying, so and it's something that I feel like a lot of people can relate to. You know, it's like more or less like a guideline, you know, for people in their lives, you know what I'm saying. See You Later is really just like, it's a piece of my DNA, you know what I mean, it's a piece of you know, of my code, you know what I'm saying, as a man. Every time I leave somebody, I always tell them see you later, you know what I'm saying, because I'm speaking life into that person, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't believe in goodbyes, you know what I mean, and See You Later is real special to me, because it's real family oriented, you know what I mean. My father always said see you later as well, you know what I'm saying, like he always said that, and you know, he's been passed for a while now, about 10 years, but you know, I actually dedicated that album to him, you know what I mean, and I feel like it lives on, you know what I mean. I feel like it's real strong, like I feel like it's definitely a piece for my soul. It's definitely a piece of my soul. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely it comes from a real sincere place of sincerity. For sure.
Actually, the new music. So,
Okay.
So it's gonna be a new year. 2020 is coming. You put out music already. Is there any new projects coming?
Absolutely. 2020, I got a lot coming for 2020, man. Like I said, right now, I'm in the process of cleaning up See You Later, remastering it, repackaging, doing everything that I want to do to it. And then 2020, I'm already locked and loaded, honestly, with like new merch. I got a new album on the way. I'm probably going to release like June of 2020, something like that, so that see me clear. That album is going to be called Take It Easy. I've been working on that for the past couple months. So yeah, man, 2020 looking real promising, man. 2020 looking real clear, honestly. You know what I mean? I hope that people see me clear. I got some singles, you know what I mean, ready to go. And I got a whole lot of music coming, you know what I'm saying? Merch as well. I mean, actually I got 908, this is the second brand I'm actually about to introduce. Actually, in the fall and winter of this year, I'm gonna introduce this brand. Have merchandise available. Man, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. Like honestly, me, I don't indulge in the cap, man. Like honestly, I'd rather go ghost, like you know what I'm saying, like online. You know what I mean? Before I entertain, you know what I mean, internet cap. You know what I'm saying? Before I partake in internet cap. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot going on right now, man. It's like people really don't have it, but you know what I'm saying? Like you can't tell them that, you know what I mean, online, you know what I'm saying? Like they go pay for these views or you know what I'm saying, they go do something, they think they lit and it ain't that, you know what I'm saying? Like to me, like the attention has never been that important to me though. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, I feel like that's what it is. Like clout is just it's straight attention. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that shit has never been that important to me. I feel like naturally I've gotten the attention that, you know what I mean, that I needed or you know what I mean, that I was supposed to receive. And that's it for me. Like that shit was always good for me. I didn't need any more, you know what I'm saying? So I don't feel as though I need to cap myself up or make myself bigger, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, feel loved or feel, you know, I don't know what the hell they looking for, you know what I mean? But shit, the only capping I do is to go to, baby. Yeah.
All right, so we talked about internet cap, just how that has people acting differently. So with technology just being such a huge part of life now in 2019, right, how does technology affect you and the world around you?
I mean, technology to me, technology is a beautiful thing. You know, I try to use it for the things that, you know, it makes life easier for me. You know what I mean? I'm able to connect, you know, with people a little bit more. So for me personally, I use technology, I feel as though for the right reasons, you know what I mean? I try to connect with, you know, my network, people I know, and I love it for that reason, you know what I mean? You're able to sell anything, you know what I mean, online. It brings the world, you have the world literally right in the palm of your hands. But like anything, you know what I mean, like anything that's like good for us, you know what I mean, like it's always, you know, a downfall, you know, the pros and cons of anything. So, you know, a lot of people, I feel like, you know, social media and, you know, technology is kind of a detriment, you know what I'm saying, because it kind of disconnects, you know, us to the real world. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like shit. It's a beautiful thing because I look at, you know, my son, you know, playing with, you know, an iPhone or something like that. He's on FaceTime, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing that I think about a lot, you know, is like, damn, he's not even 1 year old, but his mind is already processing this you know, this technology. He's looking at this camera. He doesn't really know what he's looking at, you know what I'm saying? But his mind is already processing that stuff. So what I think about a lot is like, damn, like, I remember when I was 12, 13 and I got my first cell phone, you know what I mean? I had my Nokia and I thought that was the shit, you know what I mean? So what I think about a lot with technology and how fast it's moving is that, you know, when my son gets older, when my son is 13, my son is 14, my daughter is 13, 14, like damn, like what's gonna be new to them? You know what I mean? Like they are already dealing with technology that we think is like beyond us, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely been beyond what our parents ever thought, you know what I mean? So it's moving so fast, it's like it's moving at an alarming rate right now. It's like what's gonna be next? What's gonna be new to the new generation, you know what I mean? And but you know, besides that too, I just feel like, you know, it sometimes can be detrimental too. Like anything that's good, you know what I mean, can be detrimental to you as well, you know what I'm saying? Like once you know, stop connecting for real with the people that you love or, you know, your loved ones because you just, you know, you just think like, you know, sending a text or, you know, liking their stuff on Facebook or liking their stuff on Instagram is enough. Like, you know, like what happened to the, you know, real, you know, face-to-face, you know, connection, like real personal connection, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, you know, that's people. I feel like, you know, I hope it gets better, you know what I'm saying? You know, I hope it, you know, some people like that. Some people like that connection. Like me personally, I don't come from that. Like I'm a 90s kid, you know what I'm saying? So I literally, you know, I saw the last of like real shit. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like going to my grandmother's house and like we ain't having no phones. You know what I mean? Like nobody's having no phones. Like only way that you know what I mean, is you have to actually go there. You had to actually drive to this person's house to see if they was home. You know what I'm saying? Or you just saw bikes or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Laying on the ground, like you know what I mean. So it's so technology to me like it's good and bad, you know what I'm saying? It's good, it's perks to it, you know what I'm saying, and then it's cons to it, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you use it though.
I know you're a music artist.
Mm.
Are you just by yourself? Do you have a group, or how do you identify yourself?
Well, right now I'm a solo artist, man. Yeti is literally just a solo artist. And that's how I've been rocking. I actually been on a rebuild and a rebrand. You know what I mean? Like I've been recreating myself time and time again. Yeti is a solo artist, and that's the way I present myself. I'm actually working right now on my own label, which is called One Up Records. That's gonna be like the new umbrella that I'm gonna pretty much be under. You know what I mean? Pretty much going moving forward.
As a solo artist,
Mm.
how are you able to stay sufficient on your own?
I mean, it's not easy, man, being a solo artist. You know, I just pretty much just work. I just keep working. You know what I mean? Like other artists, may hear some stuff and they want to reach out. Want to collab and stuff like that. But right now I'm just kind of just really focused on building and adding value to myself more than anything right now. So self-sufficiency is everything. You know what I'm saying? Like and ownership is everything too. So like having my own label, having my own brands and stuff like that I represent. That's very important to me. You know what I mean? That's more important more than anything right now. You know what I mean? So I pay for my own studio time. And I just take it step by step. You know what I'm saying? And I feel as though like once I add the value to myself, I feel like the pieces that I need and the players that I need, I feel like they'll fall in line.